Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. As we're heading into the Hunter Tournament in the quarterfinal stages, we have Vikings up against Unite K9. Vikings winning the coin toss and going for the first pick, first bans, as you can see, being banning out CC Joy, YSS, Lancelot are the four lobby bans, which are pretty much meta all the way across the board. Yeah, but heavily focused into the jungle bans, three of them being jungle bans, as you can see. And well, CC a bit of a flex now because, you do notice her being picked up in the gold lane quite a bit in the pro scene. So gold lane, XP lane, that's the two lanes she can go for. Always a pretty good ban. But the jungles are not going to have the nicest of time when it comes to selections. The only maybe S-tier jungler still left in the equation, I think, is Fredrin. That's the only one you're going to say is, okay, right, actual S-tier. I'd be thinking right now of picking up the Matilda. That might not be a first bad option as your first pick if you're the side of Vikings, because if you can lock into that Matilda, the potential to combine with quite a few heroes is still there. But both teams so far, they're just trying to remove more of the XP lane from the equation. Zushin being banned out means potential high loss coming through here as well, because that means the side of Vikings, once you ban out a Zushin, it means you're going to go for a little bit more of a frontline heavy combination. What's up, Johari and Mikhail? Welcome to the stream. You could see the same thing for Unite K9. Getting rid of the Xborg means definitely it's going to go for a tanky composition. Cat Meow Pew Pew locking onto the Grok. So maybe Kimmy will be the follow-up because that Grok Kimmy combination is just so deadly. But I think Reaper sensing that was going to be the case and decides to go with the Kag, because Kagura is one of those heroes who can deal with and burst down the Kimmy. But obviously it's going to depend on the level 4 timing and any pressure that's going to be placed onto the Kag. Unkillable Demon King, they're rocking onto some... Well, we actually haven't seen this hero being picked up in quite a while. Used to be firmly within the meta. The Terizla pick coming in. We used to see Terizla being picked up like, literally every single game a couple of seasons ago. But not so common right now. And Diet Pepsi locking onto the Alice. So they are going for the... It was a good ban on the Zushin if you're going to be going for a Ruby, Grok, and Alice combo. Alice is so broken right now. I would like to say, all right, we're going to be featuring Angela somewhere along the line, because that Angela Alice combination maybe in the current patch the most broken combo at this moment in time, but there's no real space for it. You still got to pick up your jungle, and it's either a gold or XP lane that needs to be picked up, because I can't really tell if this is going to be Ruby gold or Ruby on the XP. I suppose throwing in a flex pick like that just sort of allows you the option of counter picking the Beatrix. So right now, if the side of Vikings feels that Ruby will be decent to deal with the Beatrix in the gold lane, we might as well go ahead and do that. And if not, you can always switch Ruby to the XP lane and then drop or pick up a marksman, any marksman that you feel like. Yeah, Mikhail, the Alice is such a broken hero right now. It's just so overpowered, that sustainability, the massive stun that she gets. It's in like a team fight situation is such a broken spell. And if you combine that with Angela's Heart Guard, I mean, I know we can't do it here, but in the normal combo, when you combine it with Angela's Heart Guard, it's just like almost unkillable. And she's got that ability to escape. So she's got what you need, or what you're really looking for in the form of your like a frontliner. Basically her skill is to, or she's going to be used to bait out skills. So she's going to go in, soak up the damage, put a lot of pressure, and then deal with, maybe get the cursed blood from the Camilla committed, the penalty zone from the Terizla. You can commit those big ultimates, and then the rest of the team can dive in afterwards. Because she's got the sustainability, and she can escape. So she's got the full package, right? But anyway, the final few picks coming through, it looks like Vikings have decided to leave Ruby on the XP lane, and it's a Kuro. I think that's how you say it. Picking up the Irithel as to try to deal with the Beatrix. Both heroes have an okay laning time against one another. Beatrix is sort of like an all-rounder, but Irithel now. The thing that I love about Irithel, the thing that I really love about Irithel is that early game rotation. Like we should see this now in this matchup. We should expect Irithel to, for the first 2 minutes, clear a wave and then push across to the Lord. Is one of the most strongest strategies you can use with Irithel right now. But the final two picks being Handsome on the Hayabusa and Commandant Erwin locking onto the Amon. So it's going to be an interesting battle here. Commandant Erwin, did you notice? He missed the retry while he was changing. Did he lag out though? That's the question. No, he's moving. Oh, snap. No retry for the side of United K9. That's going to be problematic. Yeah, Johari, I do agree. Irithel Matilda is also a very good combination. Like Irithel can be a lot more aggressive with this combo. I think Terizla is AFK. Oh no, he's moving now. Right. Alright. Okay. So there's a potential for these jungle invades to go on because Ava doesn't have retribution. Alice is saying, yeah, we know you don't have the retribution. There's the full engagement. Ruby just seizing everybody up. Do we see first blood going in here? Oh, Ruby even managed to... There's the first blood picked up by the Alice. Ruby even managed to get the red buff as well. When you make a mistake like this, it's going to be problematic. Look at how much of damage is happening. Everyone is stuck in a rock in a hard place. I don't know. I think they're going to restart the game. Victory! I think. I'm not sure. Let me just check on the WhatsApp groups, right? Because I'm not sure what the instructions were. When I know, you'll know. It would have been impossible to play without a retry. That's just crazy. I can't believe you missed the spell. But let's get to see. I think they're gonna end. Yeah, right. Well, we'll find out now. Based on which side everyone's going to be taking, whether it's a restart. Because it would have been Vikings on the left and United K9 on the right. But it looks like we're swapping over. So, by the looks of it, this first game looks like there was a forfeit from United K9 on the first game. They realized that there was no way they were going to win and decided, okay, look, we made a mistake. It's just reset this. So this is going to be first game goes the way of Vikings. My goodness. That's a dramatic start. Who would have thought? I would have never predicted that that's the way it was going to go, but anyway. What can we do? It's a bit of a dramatic start. Right, so let me just get the pause screen up and running while we're waiting for them to sort out the issues here. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So the victory did go the way of Vikings, as it was discussed. And, well, we just yet to see the bans now very quickly. It was Alice Grok, Lance, and I think Kimmy were the lobby bans. But this time we won't see the Alice or the Grok. And so a lot of the picks that went through the last game were being removed from the equation. And so it's yeah, Mikhail, it's virtually impossible to win without a retry, though I promise you, when was it? I think it was in last year's Conquerors of Dawn that we had a team pick up. It was a team called Cobra White Wolves, right? They went into the match, they forgot the retry. They decided to play the game anyway with no retry, and they won. It was shocking. It's only ever happened once. I mean, obviously, not picking up retry doesn't happen very often, but out of all the times it has happened, that was the only one where the team without the retry won. So it's into the second game now, basically, right? So the first win is gone the way of Vikings. The surrender from United K9 was counted as a victory for Vikings. And so it's basically match point right now. If Vikings wins this game, they move through to the next round. So there's a lot to play for, a lot of pressure here on the shoulders of United K9. Though I think this time around they're going to be a lot more. Yeah, it is 1-0 at this moment in time. It is 1-0. So United K9 are going to be I don't know, it's this drafting phase is going to be super important for them right now because you are under a lot of pressure. You have to get your drafting on point. You got to get it right. You got to make sure that you can give yourself the best possible opportunity to win. Going for the Xbox pick early is not a bad choice, especially if you consider the fact that he is a little bit of a flex pick. Can be played in the XP lane, much better in the jungle role, as we all know, right? But can be played there, so you're not exactly certain where it's going to go. Whereas if you're looking at Joy and Selena, you know exactly where they're going to go. It's Selena mid, it's going to be Joy in the jungle. Joy right now back in the meta once more. You know, she's hit that S tier once again. One of the strongest junglers in the game. And with the Selena, I'm thinking they're going to go for a very early game kind of roam. So I'd be thinking of picking up a Khalid or even a Cho roam or a Franco for that matter, because Franco-Selena combinations are quite deadly. And the reason I'm saying you're looking at one of those early game roams, even a Hilda could work. Granted, Hilda has been revamped, and with that rework of her first skill and passive, but she's still very strong in the early game. And so you have the ability now to play aggressively when you pick up a Selena, because that's what you want to do. You want to go in for those counter jungles. And yes, Johari, I was looking at the same thing with picking up Esme as the third. That is a lot of magic damage. And, well, itemization. Once you pick up your Radiant Armor, I think the Radiant Armor would be what I would go for first, and then pick up the Athena Shield second. You're going to negate almost all the damage that's going to come through. So you're going to be looking at a mark. It's going to they have to pick up a marksman to Vikings. And right now you've got the CAG is there for potential pickoffs. So the marksman that you pick has to be, it has to be like an Irithel. It has to be something with high mobility, where it's going to be difficult for CAG to get that full combo off. Lapu, the Lapu Xborg combination, that could prove to be very vital, but it depends on how well Lapu is going to do in lane up against the Esme. I don't really see any one of them winning the matchup too hard, unless of course it's going to be a skill issue. You could get skill gapped in the lane, but hero to hero, it should be more or less okay. But I'm actually loving this Tig pick. Right, Tigreal is not the most common roamer you get to see. Right? But the implosion plays here could disrupt a lot of what Viking can bring to the table. Because you've got your Irithel, you've got your Selena, you've got your Joy. They like to get in and get out, do some burst damage and get out. And with a Tigreal there, that implosion just sort of deals with it. Throwing a Clint in as well is just there to sort of manage the lane up against the Irithel. But Vikings with the hard counter coming in from the other Kai. And so now it's going to become a big battle between who is going to be able to bait out whose ultimate first. If the side of United K9 can bait out the heavy spin from the Akai, that's just going to make things very easy for them in terms of setting up for the team fight. But if they can't bait out that heavy spin, Tigreal's implosion play is just basically non-existent. This may be the hardest counter to Tigreal's implosion. It's this and Diggy's time journey. Those are the two extreme hard counters. But into the game we go. This time we do have the retribution from both jungles. And game number 2. Who's going to take it all? Is it going to be Vikings with this very strong draft who will win this matchup? Or will we see United K9 take us into a third game? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, vote in the poll. And smash that like, share, and subscribe button as we head into this battle between these titan of teams from Madagascar. Already as we expected. Once you got a Selena, the aggressive plays are guaranteed. Xborg here deciding he wants to go for the litho. Joy going for the, I think, the full jungle clear rotation strategy. But of a poke here onto Unkillable Demon, as he's just going to get engaged upon Selena. Throws out there. Abyssal Arrow does not land onto Reaper, but he does have that second skill on the CAG. You can sort of escape. Would expect to see some more of the aggressive traps coming out from Selena. Though CAG is waiting very patiently here for Irithel to show a face, but I mean, just look at this rotation between the two. The mid lane pairing here from the side of Vikings. They're moving as like an absolute unit. Are they going to go for the wraparound play here? Clint may have overextended, but he does get the scout out. It's 10 seconds to go. So teams are placing pressure on opposite lanes. The side of Unite K9, they want to put pressure here onto the Esmeralda to help set up for this turtle. But once again, mid lane being pressured in here. Selena, she doesn't really need level 4, is a little bit low to get in here. There's Esme, wanting to try and find space in the backline. Joy going in, pops the electro beats, but there's going to be the brave fighter coming out from the Lapu. He's trying to CC everybody up. But first blood goes away of Joy. That electro beat's doing too much damage to chase. Is on a Kai picks up another. Diet Pepsi saying, I'm not dieting at all. I want to get fed, even though I'm a Roma. Oh, the knockback, the heavy spin. My goodness, CAG trying to get the combo off. Does get the combo off. Reaper with the play. He was like, heavy spin. What heavy spin? I'm just going to dance around that. And, well, if you're going to stay too close, that's the power of a CAG. If you don't have your dash skills and some sort of mobility, you're just going to get blown up. So it's 2-1 in terms of kills in favor of Vikings, but they have picked up a healthy gold lead. It's heading close towards the 2k mark. Close to it, not quite there yet. Cat Meow Pew Pew has will pop that Abyssal Arrow, dances in and out. Oh, but there is a bit of an invade going on here. I'm loving these rotations from Ole on the Esmeralda. Just supplying that little bit of extra vision is one of the things that, I mean, you do need to do as an XP laner. And, well, to be honest, you don't get to see many XP laners do this, right? A lot of them will either clear a wave and then run towards the mid lane. But look at Ole. Look at this. Clear wave, goes into enemy jungle, gives you that little bit of extra vision. Also gives you, like, if you're safe, like in this case, you're safe to do it. You can actually get the lane push out. There's the last insanity coming out from the Xbox. Joy did manage to reposition. Akai with the heavy spin here, trying to knock back. They are trying to chase down Reaper, but Reaper has that mobility. However, heavy crossbow comes out. There's the Abyssal Arrow on point, setting up a quick 2 fire kills going the way of Vikings once more, but the Abyssal Arrow on point. Cat Meow Pew Pew setting it up, and Ole with a rotation. This is the thing, that deep lane cut, the movement from Ole in terms of controlling the wave. As an XP laner, it's the most vital skill you can have is lane management, especially in the first 5 minutes of the game. Everything that you do as an XP laner all revolves around lane management, and we're watching Ole do a stellar job, a textbook job on how to deal with that on the XP lane. So that movement is what is setting up so much here for the side of Vikings. They got all the vision in the world, knowing when to make the move, do the lane cut, right? You set it up for the team. Now that you did the lane cut, you know you can help it with a whole bunch of invades. Pressure being placed onto Lapo. He has to go back to the safety of the turret. Now, as you can see, now you can get the opportunity for a wraparound play. Just waiting patiently, waiting for them to clear the wave. Because if the wave cleared in, then they'll be able to do something. But meanwhile, there was a gank here on the gold lane. They go, oh, there's the implosion. They're trying to use it as a counter to the Joy. She went in with the electro beats already. The heavy spin coming out of Abyssal Arrow. Not on point this time round. Reaper trying to help out here. But Selena is like, I don't need no Abyssal Arrow to land on point. As, oh, Reaper just burst him down. But eventually the kill does go the way of Vikings, they are picking up quite a lot of kills, and this is the first turret of the game. They're trying to push for the next one. Xborg wants to try and deal with this last minion. Esmeralda has, I mean, you can see Ole what he's doing. Like, this is what you want from your XP laner. This is an impressive performance from the XP laner. It allows your team to do so much, like in terms of setting up pressure. And now you've with all these rotations, right? Like, so it allowed the side of Vikings to make rotations towards the gold lane. They got a whole bunch of kills there and set up because they didn't have to focus and worry about the mid. The mid was taken down by the XP laner. There's the Abyssal Arrow on point. It looks like unkillable Demon King. He's in a lot of danger here. He's a bit on the squishy side. Wants to throw out the bravest fighter, but there's Esme to tank the tower damage. They're going in and just bursts him down. I think he's going for he went for the damage build. So picking up War Axe early. I mean, War Axe is not a bad item. Last Insanity comes out. Xborg, no frog armor now as Esmeralda wants to go into the mix once more. The wave being cut. Akai is here. He does have the heavy spin available. Irithel makes a rotation. There's the implosion play. Heavy spin comes out as the counter engage, trying to force everybody out from underneath the turret. Akai just gets taken down, but there's the electro beats underneath the turret. It's a triple kill. It's 4 members down for the side of Unite K9, and with this pressure being placed, we will see probably another turret being taken here in the bot lane or in the top lane. I don't know. Maybe I don't think that minion's gonna survive it. Maybe as the next wave is coming through, Irithel does have the potential to take it down, but probably wants to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more safe as we're heading in towards this the start of the late game, because late game starts around the 8-minute mark. So you expect everyone to have at least 3 items, because around the 8-minute mark, you're trying to push for 2.5 to 3 items. That's what you're trying to get completed. If you're having a really good time, you'll have all 3 items. And if not, then, you know, it's not good. Yeah, I do agree. The Ole is on fire. It's just like, oh, there's the implosion play onto the Irithel, but Irithel manages to dash back. Last Insanity is out as well. However, Kai with the heavy spin cancelling everything out. Abyssal Arrow on point. The damage comes out. The Irithel picks up another kill. The crossbow as is a killing spree on the Irithel. She's just eating up the damage. Bravest fighter, however, into the mix. Kai flickers back to safety. Irithel has to reposition Clint. He was dishing out the damage, but there's going to be the mega kill going onto the Esme. She's unkillable right now. Joy goes in. Godlike as it's a double kill for Ole and a full team wipe. With 40 seconds or just under 40 seconds to go for the next Lord. Irithel here would be trying to get the Holy Shields taken out. So at least they've got 1 Holy Shield. They have the potential to get another. If they can put the pressure in here, get 1 more shield taken out of the equation, then that's going to be big advantages as the Lord is coming up. But the wave being stopped here by Xborg and Tigreal. I think what they're going to do is just try and achieve as many of the tier 2 turrets as possible. But this is looking dire for the side of Unite K9. Oh, it's going to be the engagement here onto Lapu. He almost land the bravest fight onto everybody, but nothing doing. Tigreal, he has the implosion play up and running. No flicker this time round. Last Insanity being forced out there. Used almost defensively. Final tier 2 turret is down, and this is going to be just under 10 minutes, Lord. What with no Holy Shields on 2 of the lanes, this could be problematic for defensive-wise for the side of Unite K9. Because if you think about it, right, the only your major wave clearer here would be the Clint. There's the heavy spin comes out once more being used by the Akai. So he's not going to have it when the Lord is up here. That could play a part, because Tigreal has the implosion and flicker available, and with heavy spin on cooldown, your counter initiation's not there. I'm sure they would have communicated this Unite K9. They are trying to get the Lord pulled. The waves are sort of synced up, not exactly, not 100%, but they're going for the split. Oh, there's a chase. Lapu, he's so low, he manages to get back to safety, but it's going to be Tiger who went in with a play who got taken out of the equation. It's a double kill going. Cat, do we have Cat Meow Pew Pew? And the base is open, but they managed to clear out the Lord. They're going to be waiting for the next waves coming through. There's a couple of waves coming in, though the Holy Shield will deal with one of them. There's the opportunity here to get the lock on. Akai with the pressure. Xborg wants to help clear out those waves here. Erythel does help with the Esmeralda to take out the frog armor. There is an opportunity to take out one more tier 3 turret. Make that 2 more. The waves are there. Do they have the ability to get the lock onto the base? It's the defense coming out from the side of United K9 is quite strong, but there's a guy. He's into the mix. He's forcing the heavy spin. He's waiting for somebody to lock onto the base, but it's a killing spree here for Erythel. She wants to go in for the kills. Underneath the turret in the fountain, there's a lock on. This should be it. Triple kill for the Erythel. And that's game, set, match. Going the way of Vikings as they pick this up 2-0 and move through to the next round. So Erythel picking up the MVP for the side of Viking. Though I will say I was loving the plays coming out from Ole on that Esme. The rotations were just on point. Classic stuff. But well played to Vikings. Very strong, very dominant performance from them in the second game. Placing a marker for all the teams to come in the tournament, saying, look at us, we're here. We're hoping to be crowned champions of the Hunter tournament. But on that sad note, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're at an end for the stream for the evening. Which isn't that just a little bit sad? But anyway, well played to both teams. Congratulations to Vikings for going through. And if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like, share, and subscribe button, as we will continue to bring you more Mobile Legends action. As from tomorrow, we're still heading off into it's still Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Games are plenty here in the Vikings tournament. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.